Remember this TikTok creep?
Bentelect is still posting videos, but ever since his expose,
Wait,
he's
I
lost all
forgot
support
about
on
this guy.
basically every platform. TikTok was where he started, and you
Oh
might
my-
describe his style as laughing at the most
Yo,
basic
I
memes he stole
forgot
from
about
Reddit.
this guy.
The format was extremely consistent. He'd put himself at the
And then all the,
bottom
like,
and
I'm in your
the
walls,
top,
Ben, or whatever
then
it
just
was.
read exactly what it said. But whilst reading the final word, he'd always force the fakest laugh, as if the sentence was just too funny to
Bro
finish.
got likes though, so I mean, can you
This
blame
girl
him?
who spoke so much about her ex that even I end up missing the dude. This is the only call I want. Healthy relationship. I must be blocked from it or something. I don't know what this dog is going through, but I can relate to the core.
The content was repetitive and completely devoid of effort. Initially,
Hey,
catching
it
the
got
attention of
likes, though.
News Not Green, who was the first to slam Bentelect in the video shown on screen.
You're reading something that somebody else wrote, and then you just laugh at it. That's it. That's the whole thing.
With
I mean, can you
amongst
blame him,
this
though?
was
It gets
by
views.
multiple YouTubers.
Bentelect, you suck, dude. I don't like the types of videos you're making. You know you're not enjoying it.
While even Billie Eilish roasted Bentelect for his
Billie
incredibly
Eilish?
fake laugh.
Okay, dude.
However, it didn't seem like Bentelect was doing anything wrong, and by watching
I was gonna say,
his
bro's just
videos,
chilling,
he
no?
seemed like a friendly guy.
It is so awesome to be able to make people laugh just by sharing the tweets and memes that I think are funny and like bringing them to life in a way.
And he definitely
Okay,
felt
dude.
genuine when talking about his fans.
One of my favorite things about social media is that I have people that I can communicate with, engage with. I kind of pride myself on being one of the creators who actually responds to DMs, takes feedback from fans.
Ben believed he was being attacked because of the following reason.
You're just an easy target because you're almost obnoxiously like happy. And that's like how I am in general.
Although it'd be through another Nick
Right.
Green video that Bentelect's false kindness began to get exposed. Nick
Oh.
revealed that Ben had copyright struck the previous video he'd made on him,
Not just copyright claim, but copyright strike my video and get it taken down because I was making fun of him. He even wrote the whole entire email out.
with the email reading this video should be removed and wanted to be looked into further. A large part
Okay,
of the
okay,
video's
that's a
content
little-
that I
that's a
created
little
included
extreme.
Videos from the video sharing app Cameo and screen recordings of my social media accounts. About half the content in this video is my work, which you could only describe as
Oh my god, bro
laughable.
got all the
Yeah, he basically
timestamps too.
claimed that I was stealing his content and would link videos of him just stealing other people's content.
Nick then exposed that even
True.
Bentelect's tweets were stolen.
He doesn't just use other people's content to make his own, but he straight up steals it and reposts it on Twitter. When I say the other day, it can be any time between yesterday and my birth. That's a shameless one. Sheesh. Bentelect, come on, man.
As well as the concepts for his less frequent comedy skits.
Got the interactions,
were
though.
stolen in their entirety from other already popular TikToks. Noah Samson then posted this video in which you'd find that Ben had admitted to stealing content
I actually just did a spoof on another guy who had that idea.
while debunking Ben's claim about
I mean-
crediting the original person.
Okay.
Intellect explains that he did base the sketch off of someone else's work, but he insisted that he tagged that person. But after doing a bit of digging, it turns out that was a lie. So as you can tell by the description, no one is tagged.
Okay, that's kind of
Bentelect was
annoying.
rapidly losing favor, resulting in quite possibly TikTok's strangest.
I feel like nobody liked him to begin with, though.
People
No,
began
they just
switching Bentelect's
they just,
videos
like,
with
watched it
weird,
'cause
scary images
it was
and a
cringe.
generated creepy voice.
Things that don't exist anymore.
The only thing that doesn't exist
I
anymore
remember
will be
these.
Mini Boy after we suck your soul from your body.
The meme
No, these were
progressed
actually
into
funny, though.
Different formats, with one of its contributors, John Castelline, using it to show more of Bentelect's hidden anger. John simply joked that Ben was probably scared of the memes,
This dude goes to bed with the slightest thought in the back of his head that someone is actually gonna take things a little seriously. I'm on my way to your house.
which led Bentelect to reply,
Yo.
You kind of look like Woody from Toy Story. And lastly, dude just sits in his room telling stories in his bed.
And while it didn't seem like Ben was all that
Well, I mean-
angry, John then Ben revealed this.
If this guy was actually mad, did he at least reach out to me and say something to me? So I go on Instagram and find out that he called me about 17 times.
Ben was making it obvious that he was completely
Bro?
different off camera, with the best example discovered by fans of the H3 podcast. Ethan and Ayla had previously roasted Bentelect.
Yeah, I mean, it's super unfunny. He laughs at everything and he goes,
Ugh.
That's painful.
Not Ethan.
Ben to take a shot at Ayla in a
Ugh.
video titled
Top 5 people who hate me. Number 1, Gila Klein. She looks like she hasn't smiled in years, so I'm not surprised.
H3 fans began to question why be mean to Ayla? Why insult her appearance? It felt so unnecessary and weird, with the top comment predicting he might have a hidden disdain for women. People saying that about her
What?
smiling or whatever, it's sexism. It's misogyny plain and
Okay,
simple.
let's
So when these
relax, brother.
misogynistic men decide to attack Ayla, that's one of their points. Bentelect had eerily stated,
We all have secrets, right? Like straight up. That's just the way it is.
without realizing his were about to get exposed.
So?
On the 30th of July 2023, Ben and a model named Jordan Max had arranged to make a podcast in which they tasted pickles. However, just 3 hours
What?
before we were supposed to record, Bentelect texted Jordan requesting to film an extra bit of content. Do you want to make a video for OnlyFans? When? She responded. Today. No. You need a TTS
Yo.
test within the last 14 days and an OnlyFans creator account. Bentelect then clarified, I mean a video for your page. Doing what? I don't know, what performs the best on your page? I was just thinking you're helping me with doing a video for my YouTube, so maybe I could help with your OnlyFans. I'm good. Thanks.
Yo.
Thanks though. No worries. Hey,
Brother?
I'm gonna do the pickle video with someone else. Thanks though. Okay, any particular reason why? To be honest, I thought it would just be fun to film and see where things go. But I got it. Ben was basically saying his goal was simply to get freaky,
Brother?
although in the beginning no one seemed to care.
Okay, never mind.
The
Fuck
tweet
this guy.
confirmed
This guy
it
is
was
weird.
Ben had just a couple hundred likes until a full 10 days later when Ben shot himself in the foot by sending another message. You need to take this tweet down or I will sue you. Jordan didn't delete her tweet and within hours had instead written
Sue for
a new one.
what?
So it turns out that I'm not the only one Bentelect has tried this with. Another woman who wishes to stay anonymous DM'd me with screenshots from conversations that she had with him as well. Do you want to come over here and spend some time with me? Because on a side note, I do think I could probably make us some money on OnlyFans. Bentelect blanks crazy blank into oblivion. If you come over, I'll give you $1,000. I just really want you. I'm
Brother.
good right now. Don't try to bribe me with money.
Brother,
That's weird.
relax.
No, that is weird, but I want to see you. Ben then followed this up with some messages via text, and when eventually rejected,
Brother,
he was
relax.
disrespectful. One day
Brother,
later,
go on the
Jordan
hub.
tweeted again, we got another DM
Chill.
from another anonymous woman.
Oh my
which,
God.
OMG, I've dealt with Bentelect too. Actually, he's bothered a lot of women. I don't have any screenshots from our 3-day hangout, but he told me he loved me and asked me to move in right away.
Well, I mean, no screenshots then.
Too much, and he flipped
I'm
out
not.
at me. It was days after
Whatever.
I was cheated on, and he was like, I don't want to talk about your feelings. I want to talk about us. He also drank 2 1.75 liquor bottles of mine in a day. He's an alcoholic and needs to seek help immediately. Ironically, Ben
Proof?
had claimed in the past there wasn't much his audience didn't know about him.
I usually put a lot out there on social media, so I don't think there's a whole lot people don't know.
Which might explain why he initially denied the allegations. I've recently been accused of some heinous actions and would like the opportunity to share my disgust at these accusations.
Brother, there's screenshots though. What do you mean? I mean, I guess they could be fake, but
including
still.
Women. I grew up in a home with 3 sisters and no brothers, so I learned very early of the importance, power, love, and abilities women have. They deserve to be cherished and
Right.
uplifted and treated with respect, and that's how I live my
Oh, this
life.
sounds like some AI
The evidence,
apology.
however, only kept on coming from more and more people.
Okay,
Shut up and
dude.
quit wasting people's time, you stupid blank. If I recall, I told you I didn't want anything to do with you. Just shut up and go to bed. Sounds like you need some anger management help. Be careful who you say that to, Maria, because there are people
Bru-
who really need help with that. Super disrespectful to say that to
Brother?
somebody, and also a very basic thing to say. There's a reason you've been single for this many years, and it's because no one wants you and no one gives a crap about you because you aren't anything. You're not fun, you're boring as, so shut up and get out of here. Basic ass boring loser.
Oh,
Bentelex's Q&A history
Yo,
has suddenly aged
chill.
like milk.
Petty things drive me crazy. I'm a very upfront person. I don't like petty. I don't like grudges. I don't like things like that. I just don't do those things. So when they come my way, it's kind of like does not compute. Like I don't really know how to deal with it.
Although this one was even worse.
Sure.
A guy is too nice to a girl that she's gonna probably friend zone him. My thing is it's 60-40. 60% of the time nice guy, 40% of the time you gotta be who you are. You can't be just like, you know, giving it all, being a total simp and all that stuff.
After 3 more women came forward,
What?
Ben gave in and apologized.
What do you mean be yourself? Are you not normally a nice guy?
I
What?
just wanted to clear the air. I want to say to any girl who I've been rude to, whether through text or in person, that I'm sorry. I understand that me being sorry does not excuse that kind of behavior. I will continue to work on myself and do better.
With comments disabled and a caption reading onward, it seemed Ben was trying to return to normal. Although judging by comments such as finally a legitimate reason to hate him,
Okay,
the
dude.
internet wasn't ready to let this happen.
When you invite an OnlyFans model to your non-existent podcast, but then they say they don't want to hook up with your creepy, desperate 34-year-old self.
34?
Yeah.
34 is crazy.
YouTubers covered the drama in Bentelex's classic style.
I knew Bentelek was trash the first time his videos appeared on my FYP and I blocked him, so there's no surprise.
While his notable quotes were changed
How's that
to
funny?
subtly include "You're killing me, gorgeous." Penguin Zero's video gained over 10 million views, while Nick is Not Green was also given the last laugh. Bentelect put his Twitter on private as his TikTok growth completely
Womp womp.
vanished. His YouTube statistics followed a similar pattern, and as of more recently, so did every other method he used to make money. Bentelec's merch
Tell
site
you?
has now been totally wiped. while the
Merch?
website
This guy
linked
had
to
merch
his
for
secret
what?
merch is also now disabled. Bentelex's Cameo has just 28 reviews, the last of which being from before he was even exposed. Ben doesn't seem to do any sponsorships, and his YouTube isn't exactly popping, making you wonder why he's even still uploading. Well, Ben has recently resorted to just blatantly reposting his old most popular
Okay,
TikToks,
dude.
with a short from a couple of days ago reading, "This channel is now for random content. It seems as though Bentelect has basically lost everything."
Womp womp.